Forgive me, I've been coughing a lot. I've got a terrible cold. You can see it in my eyes. Other than the coughing, I feel alright. I'm not sneezing anymore, so I'm probably getting better. I'm not sleeping well. I'm being attacked a lot on the internet by people like Tosh.0. Not exactly Tosh, Daniel Tosh, but people like him who get a great joy out of kicking the piss out of people, which I don't find funny. So, bear with me. The world deserves to know that the proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, the National Institutes of Health, the New England Journal of Childhood Psychiatry, and many others have written scholarly articles that men in a window of their late 30s to mid-50s who had longer living grandfathers past the age of 77 gave their kids longer telomeres. And there are distractors that say that an older father might make you live longer but will give you psychiatric disorders. That's impossible, because if you have longer telomeres, you have less of a chance of bipolar, schizophrenia, and autism, because short telomeres in the hippocampus lead to bipolar, schizophrenia, autism, and even depression and low intelligence in various areas of the brain. The bipolar is mostly the hippocampus, schizophrenia is the hippocampus. So if you can agree that the father in that certain window gives kids longer telomeres all throughout their body, then you can't agree that it gives them psychiatric disorders, because, well, longer telomeres lead to less of a chance of a mental illness. So it contradicts itself. It's also interesting to note that mothers under 25, this has been known since 2006, mothers under 25 are twice as likely to have kids that live to the age of 100. And that probably has to do with telomeres as well. But, of course, you're just an ageist bigot. So I'll be on my merry way to make more videos until you're not an ageist bigot, because I firmly think that education can change people's minds. It might be true that racism and sexism and homophobia are signs of low intelligence, and that, of course, is a short telomere problem. But because of neuroplasticity, by changing somebody's experience, you could change their outlook on life. I could easily go full-on conservative if I had a different experience with everywhere I went, maybe blacks picking on me or something. I probably still would be a liberal. But, you know, if my experience was different and I grew up in a different area of the world, who's to say? Maybe my brain would be different, because they've shown that conservatives and liberals have different brains. Liberals are geared more towards hope, and conservatives are geared more towards fear. So liberals usually try to generate hope, while conservatives try to generate fear. I mean, you wouldn't be an interested person in a steak dinner at Churchill's in Spokane, followed by a show at Spokane Arena, would you? I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for somebody to hang out with that's a female in that 18 to 25-year-old range, because I want to have kids someday, and I think that, naturally speaking, you're my best friend, so it would be nice to hang out with you. But I guess you're not mature enough to handle this experience.